Welcome children to the maths lecture. Now we have completed the whole portion of maths, that is till lesson number 15. Statistics we have completed. We have even solved miscellaneous problem set 2 completely. So you have to practice the sums properly. Now today in this video lecture I will be beginning the revision from lesson number 9. That is for your second term the portion will be from lesson number 9. So name of the lesson is direct proportion and inverse proportion. We have studied earlier direct proportion, indirect proportion. When one quantity increases, the other one also increases. So their ratio is always constant. The ratio of the two quantities remains constant. Whereas in inverse proportion, when one quantity increases, the other one decreases. So in this, the product of the two quantities always remains constant. So these are the two things you have to remember. Okay. Now children, before your practice set 37, there are two examples shown. So I will solve those examples for you people today. You can see in your textbook. First one is given in columns, liters of milk and cost in rupees. 2 liters of milk cost 80 rupees. Then 1.5 will cost 60 rupees. 2.25 will cost 90 rupees. Whereas 0.5 will cost 20 rupees. So when you see this ratio, if I write it in ratio, example we are solving, first ratio becomes liters upon cost is equal to how much it is, then 1.5 upon 60, we will find its answer. 2.25 upon 90, we will find the answer. 0.5 upon 20, we will find the answer. You will find the answer. After finding the answer, you will find all the answers are same. Okay? Because the ratio is constant. Now 2 upon 80 means 2 ones are 2, 40. So 1 upon 40 is the ratio here. Okay? Then 1.5 upon 60 it is not. 1.5 upon 60, how you will get children? Remove decimal. So it becomes 15 into 10 upon 60. Right? Yes or no? Here also you have to multiply by 10. So this gives me answer 150 upon 600. 15 4s are 60. 0 0 gets cancelled. This gives me answer 1 upon 40. 15 4s are 60. Okay. Now third one here. 2.25. 2.25 multiplied by 100. Because 2 digits are there after decimal point, upon 90 multiplied by 100. This gives me answer 225 upon, children here 0 won't be there. 225 upon 900. Right? No, 9000. So 220, when 9000 is divided by 225, you get answer as 1 upon 40. Here is 15 upon 600. Okay? Now 0.5 multiplied by 10 upon 20 multiplied by 10. This gives me answer as 5 upon 200, which is equal to 1 upon 40. So in each case you see children, you get 1 upon 40 as the answer. So this tells that this example is the example of direct proportion. Okay? The quantity of milk and its cost are in direct proportion. Okay. See the second question. If 26 benches are required for 78 students, how many benches will be required for 102 students? We will find the answer. Example second. Now, 78 students require 26 benches to sit. So if the number of students have increased, the benches will also increase. So let us find it. Let number of benches required for, how many children are there? 102. 102 students be X. Correct? Number of benches and number of students are in direct proportion. So, therefore, number of benches upon number of students is equal to constant. Therefore, X number of benches are required for 102 students will be equal to 26 benches required for 78 students, right? So therefore directly I will do X is equal to 26 upon 78 multiplied by 102. When you calculate, children, you get answer as 34. So you require 34 benches for 102 students to accommodate. Okay. So this is the solved example of the this is the example which is shown before practice set 37. Now children, after 37 practice set, it is inverse proportion. As I have told you, in inverse proportion, when one quantity increases, the other one decreases. So there is in which the product of the two quantities is constant. Okay. Now you can see one example given in your book. Number of workers and days required to complete a job. If 6 workers are working, they complete the job in 20 days. If 12 are working, the work is completed in 10 days. If 3 are working, they take 40 days, and if 5 are working, they take 24 days. Here you can see, children, as the number of workers increase, the number of days decrease. And if the number of workers decreases, the number of days increases. That means their product is constant. Now how the product is constant? 6 into 20 is equal to 120. 12 into 10 is equal to 120. 3 into 40 is equal to 120. And 5 multiplied by 24 is equal to 120. So that means this is an example, or the number of workers and days required to complete the job are in inverse proportion. Now see the second example. A certain test has 180 problems. If Ravi solves 3 problems in a minute, he can finish the test in 60 minutes. In how much time will he finish the test if he solves 5 problems in a minute? So if he completes 3 sums in 1 minute, then within 60 minutes he completes all the paper. But if he solves 5 problems in 1 minute, then how much time is required? That we have to find out. Okay. Now since it is the example of inverse variation, product will remain same. Here again example 2. Let the time required to finish test be x minutes. Okay, now number of problem solved in 1 minute and time required to finish test are in inverse proportional. Are in inverse proportion. So therefore x is the time required. So x multiplied by 5 is equal to 60 multiplied by 3. Therefore 5x is equal to 180. Therefore x is equal to 180 divided by 5. Answer is 36 minutes. So if Ravi solves the sum in the speed of 5 sums solving in 1 minute, then he will complete the test in 36 minutes. So children, I have solved the solved examples of inverse and various proportion. Then partnership is remaining. Partnership I will be revising in my next lecture. Thank you.